If you are burnt out, it's because of this. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Yasmin.
And I'm Nadia.
If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button below and the bell so you're notified every time we upload a new video on how to transform your life from stressed and unfulfilled to joyful and balanced. After 6 years of consistent burnout, doing our law degrees, climbing the corporate ladder and buying our houses, we learned the 4 main reasons why people burn out and what you need to do about them. We're going to share them with you today so you too can become burnout free. So the first reason is you're not resting properly. If you are not making time for rest, or when you are resting, you're feeling guilty, so instead of detaching yourself from your work, you're waiting to get back to it or thinking about the list of tasks you have to do when you get back, then you're not resting properly and probably adding to your stress and overwhelm. You must learn to detach from your work so that you can rest your nervous system, your mind, and your body from time to time. Otherwise, burnout is inevitable. Remind yourself that rest is the basis of all activity and is a requirement for any sort of productivity or action. You will always have more to add to your to-do list. There'll always be something to do. So you can't put off rest until everything's done. Otherwise, you'll never rest. So you must find a way to incorporate rest regularly now. If you are struggling with feeling guilty when resting because you feel like rest is unproductive and is adding no value to your goals, then change what you make rest mean. Realize it is in fact a way to enhance your productivity and efficiency and can help you get more done in less time because you're not constantly working from a state of exhaustion. Ultimately, the more you rest, the more productive you will be. When resting, if switching off your thoughts about work feels impossible, try doing something fun, playing, doing something that brings you joy, fills you up and makes you completely present. Basically distracting yourself from work and your guilty thoughts for a bit until simply resting becomes more comfortable for you. The next reason is you are running away from something. If you are someone that cannot sit with ease in your body and mind, doing will feel good and being will feel uncomfortable. Doing something, which for most people the choice is work, can act as an anesthetic to emotional pain or a distraction from something that you don't want to face. Whether it's trauma from the past, a self-criticizing mind, family or relationship problems, or any other pain that you are experiencing in your life, work can act as a distraction from those emotions and feelings that come up when you're not doing anything. Ryan Rose, in his book Chained to the Desk, explains that there is clinical evidence to suggest that work addiction is a consequence of family dysfunction. People with a history of trauma have a higher risk of experiencing burnout, and those who experience childhood trauma often have an impact on their self-esteem and self-worth, and if left unresolved, they turn to work. That's why it's so important to do the work of remembering your self-worth and letting go of false conditioning adopted in childhood or even adulthood. To start to discover if you are running away from something, ask yourself these questions. How do I feel when I am not working? What emotions and feelings come up for me when I'm not working? What beliefs do I have around my work and my worth? Where do my feelings of self-worth come from? The next reason is that your foundational beliefs need to be changed. If you are constantly using phrases like I'm stressed, there's too much to do, I can't keep up, there's not enough time, then you are on the fast track to stress, overwhelm and burnout. Your words and beliefs create your reality. So saying these things and focusing on burnout is going to keep you in it. Your negative internal self-talk will create a negative external experience. You want to therefore become aware of what you're constantly saying to yourself and believing that is keeping you stuck in your burnout. And then start working on improving your belief systems, language and mindset to ones that are going to support you in recovering from burnout and staying burnout free. There will be a huge difference in the way you feel and your behavior when you say things like, everyone wants something from me, compared to, oh, I'm in high demand today. Or why is nothing working out for me, compared to how else can I make this work? So spend some time identifying the core beliefs that are constantly making you burnt out. Ask yourself and journal on what you think about time, whether your identity is linked to your productivity, whether you only feel good when working, whether you associate relaxation and having fun with laziness. Also, ask yourself why you think you are burnt out and why you keep reaching these places of stress and overwhelm. Simply becoming aware of some of the answers you get from this has the power to make massive shifts in your life, because awareness and the changes you make from awareness and the realizations you have can change everything. So we just wanted to pop in here to let you know that we're currently interviewing people who have been through or going through burnout for an upcoming project. So if you're happy to share your experience with us, click on the link below to book a quick chat with us. The next reason is people pleasing and lack of boundaries. People pleasers are known to have poor boundaries. They find it hard to let others down and say no. The problem is lack of boundaries excels you to burnout, and that's why a lot of people that experience burnout usually have people-pleasing tendencies. If this is something you're experiencing, it's important to have self-compassion. People-pleasing is something that often starts because of childhood. You may have been in an environment during your childhood where it was unstable and you learnt that you were better taken care of when other people around you were happier, so you learnt to worry about other people's happiness. Or perhaps you adopted the belief that you always had to be kind and accommodating because this would make you feel worthy, loved and accepted by others, so you learnt to put other people's needs above your own. Realize that this is all learned conditioning. To be nice and kind is a good thing, but when this conditioning turns into you always doing things for others at the expense of yourself, you build a life of resentment, stress and burnout. Here are a few ways to stop people pleasing. Become free from the need to be accepted by others. Detach your self-worth as a person from what others think of you. Instead, become more concerned about what you think about yourself. Remember, if others don't validate you, you can still validate yourself. If others don't accept you, you can still accept yourself. And if others reject you, it doesn't mean you have to reject yourself. Continuously remind yourself that other people's opinion of you does not need to be linked to how you feel about yourself. Start practicing those boundaries. Before you say yes to something, ask yourself these questions. If I say yes, am I being authentic to myself? If I say yes, am I sacrificing my well-being? If you are not being authentic and you are sacrificing yourself, say no and celebrate yourself for saying no. Remove those who don't respect your boundaries from your life. If you have someone in your life who is constantly overstepping your boundaries, even once you've expressed them, and they don't value you, your needs, your desires, and they are only interested in what they can get from the relationship, remove these people. If these people are family members, it can be more difficult, and in these situations, we would recommend that you limit your exposure to these people. Know your compelling future vision. Have a vision so strong and enticing for your future that when others try and sway you to do what they want from you, you are so focused on your vision and goals that it becomes easier to say no. When your goals are your priority, saying no to accommodating other people's goals becomes a lot easier. If you want to learn more about increasing your self-worth, self-esteem and building better boundaries and becoming burnout free, then we'll link our free masterclass down below, which will take you through the steps on how to build a burnout free and balanced lifestyle. That's it for today, guys. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe and comment. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.